Well, greetings and thank you for checking out Keystone TV. The fact that you're watching this video shows that you care about your financial well-being. And today what I want to talk to you about is the F word. And you may be thinking, the F word, what does that have to do with finance? Well, it's not that F word. It's not the F word. But in investing, the F word is fiduciary. And first off, let's define what is a fiduciary. Well, fiduciary is someone who is legally bound to do whatever is in your best interest, legally held to a standard that requires them professionally to do what is in their client's best interest. What are a couple of examples of fiduciaries? Well, attorneys are fiduciaries, certified public accountants are fiduciaries, and unfortunately, not the vast majority of advisors, financial advisors, are in fact fiduciaries. Now, the problem with this is, in most cases, as the general investor, general American investor, we don't know how to differentiate someone who's held to a fiduciary standard and an advisor who is not held to a fiduciary standard. Here's the difference. If you're not held to a fiduciary standard, like many advisors are not, they're held to a suitability standard, meaning legally all they're required to do is recommend things that are suitable investments. It does not have to be in your best interest. In fact, some of those recommendations could be made primarily because there's a high compensation structure for the actual broker or insurance agent themselves. And that's actually legally okay. So practically speaking, for you as an investor watching this video, what does this mean for you and where can you go from here? If you're already working with an advisor or if you're searching for an advisor right now, here's what you need to do. Simply ask that advisor, are you a fiduciary? And if they say no, you may want to consider walking in the other, not even walking in the other direction, maybe running, because they're not legally bound to do what's in your best interest. And there's a reason why they're choosing not to take on that type of liability. But if they say yes, and hopefully they do, you simply follow that question up with, let me see your Form ADV. And that ADV form is legally required by the SEC to be provided by fiduciaries. It will state exactly their fiduciary responsibility, along with many other professional things that are required on that form. You may have actually seen this because this has been in the news a lot about fiduciaries and this sort of controversy, as many of the big brokerage firms are claiming that they're fiduciaries, but then when they actually have legal issues with investors, they shy away from that and sort of default back to the suitability standard. But what you want to look for once you get that ADV form is the level of experience, their legal responsibility to you. And President Obama has been recently talking about this, saying that he thinks it should be required, that Congress should institute something that requires all people delivering financial advice to be held to a fiduciary standard. Mary Jo White, who is one of the most powerful people in all of finance in the whole world, she was appointed by the president. She's the chair of the SEC, by the way, appointed by the president, confirmed by Congress. She has come out publicly in the last couple of weeks and stated that she believes it would absolutely be in investors' best interest if everyone delivering financial advice and providing those services were held to a fiduciary standard. And so hopefully that will change. A couple of countries already in Europe have instituted this standard. And hopefully at some point it will get there here in the States. But until it does, you as an investor, here's your responsibility. Work with someone who's a fiduciary because they're held to a much higher standard. And if you're unsure if the person you work with or are planning to work with is a fiduciary, simply ask and then follow it up with a request for Form ADV. It should be absolutely easy for them to find and deliver to you if they are in fact a fiduciary. So check out the rest of our videos at our Facebook page, or you can go to KeystoneWealthPartners.com and see all of the content there as well. Have a great day.